Hello everyone and welcome back to another Hookster Talks, and boy is it hot in the UK right now. In fact, I've got a big thunderstorm and rain currently just above my head. I've got my door open unfortunately, which I don't usually do when I'm talking because I do talk quite loud, but I just can't. It's just too blooming hot in the UK right now. Very humid indeed. Anyway, enough of that bullshit. Hello everyone, welcome back to me and Mr. TB the bear. Yes, everyone's favourite bear. Yeah, yeah, tastes nutty. Anyway, hope you're all well on this Thursday evening. Yes, you read the title right. This is the last Hookster Talks before the summer break. I was basically just trying to segue the last race, of course, so we can get a little bit of that in, a little bit of F1 news before we disappear. There is a tiny bit of F1 news, so that's quite good. And then I'm going to disappear for a few weeks for the summer break, and I'll be back on the closest Thursday to when the next Grand Prix is. I think it's the 23rd of August. So it's not long really to wait. We're already into August now, just. So there you go, and I'll be back. I'm quite happy, in fact. Little bit of a thing for me. I've actually been here every single week since the F1 season came back. I've been here every single Thursday. Usually I have at least one or two where I disappear due to ill health, but I've managed to last the course and I've done every single Thursday so far. So yay, little achievement for me there. It won't last, don't worry, it won't last. But yeah, so I've been here every single week and this will be the last one, and then I'll be taking my own little summer break from Formula 1 so I can just sort of decompress a little bit, because F1 does kind of take up a lot of time if you include making the gaming videos as well, talking about real F1 in general. It does kind of, sometimes you sort of start to go, oh, I just want to play Tomb Raider, but there you go. Anyway, welcome along everyone. Hello Mr. Plynal Plessy, he says congratulations to George Russell. Oh, wait a second. Congratulations to Sir Lewis Hamilton on winning the Belgian Grand Prix. Yes, indeed. Well done to Lulu. He's done it again. He's done it again. Ever since I said that Lewis Hamilton is not going to win a race this year, he's now won a second one. Of course, it wasn't through merit. It was due to the fact that George Russell was underweight. Now, we have had a statement from Andrew Shovlin, the senior chief engineer at Mercedes, about this problem, and a lot of people have said, well, someone must have got the weights wrong, but apparently no, those cars were both exactly the same weight. That's Lulu's and George Russell's. Now, the problem was that, of course, George went a hell of a lot longer on those tyres, but the main thing, and this is what I said to someone the other day, is the plank. Apparently the plank wear was very high on the car. Now, of course, this could be due to the fact that they run the hard tyres for quite a few more laps, and of course, as the tyre wears down, obviously the car is going to slightly drop down as well, only like millimetres, but it's going to drop down, and that could wear out the plank more. So that could be a very good explanation about what's happened with George Russell. As I say, there's been a lot of speculation saying that, they got the weights wrong, but apparently not. They were exactly the same weight. But as I say, it looks like too much plank wear, which could have been because George run those tyres for a very long time on those hards. So there you go. There's the official explanation from Andrew Shovlin, of course, the senior race engineer at Mercedes. So yes, not an error in judgment, just really an error in plank wear. Now that plank, of course, goes through the whole of the underside of the car. I've no idea how much weight that plank is. I mean, it's made of wood, so it must weigh something. And of course, it makes sense that if you're, doing a strategy like that, you would end up slightly low on the ground and you would wear out that plank. I mean, that plank gets worn all the way through the Grand Prix. Depending on the circuit, it gets a little bit of wear. If it's one where you've got the downforce really touching the ground, then of course that plane's going to wear out even more. So yeah, that seems to be the explanation. But anyway, congratulations to Sir Lewis Hamilton for once again winning a Grand Prix. Second win. I think is it 105 now or 110? I can't remember. But yes, he has won the Grand Prix once again. So congratulations. Commiserations to George Russell. He basically had that race sewn up. But unfortunately, in these situations, the rules are the rules. And I do actually agree with the rules there. Because if you don't abide by these strict rules, then everyone is just going to cheat their way to victory. So yeah, they have to be in place. Unfortunately, it turned out the car was underweight, not by much. I think it's 1.5 kilos or whatever, but that is quite a lot actually, because I worked out 1 kilo. It's 2.2 pounds in our lovely English metric system. So yeah, it's 2.2 pounds. So if it was 1.5 kilos, that's, you know, getting off about £3 in weight that it was under. Now, of course, they do build in a little bit of a redundancy, so they should have been well in the limit. So, yeah, definitely something to do with the plank there, I do believe, and, of course, the extra tyre wear on the cars. Hello, Mr. Polish Eddie says, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." Hello, Mr. Champ 92. He says, "Hello, race fans. Hello, day. Hello, sir. Welcome to the stream." Bois is in the... He says, "Hello, old git." These perishing kids, I'll tell you. Oh, it stopped raining, I think. Yes, it has. These perishing kids, I'll tell you. Bois says Hugh Edwards for the All Seasons. You just won't let it lie, will you? You just won't let it lie. Congratulations to Bois on winning tonight's quiz. The only one not on a delay. Good evening, my latest disqualification. Where's Tiberius? But he was just here. In case you missed him, Will. Here's TB. Look, here he is. He's saying a special hello just to you, Will. Yes, he says, "Hello, Will. How are you doing?" Bois says, Mercedes tried to cheat and got caught. End of story. All the teams do similar things. Anyone who thinks this is a mistake or because of the strategy is deluded. There you go. Oh dear, a McLaren fan being salty about Mercedes. Oh, it's getting salty in the chat already. I can't believe it. I've only been on air for 12 minutes and we've got some salt. I'll have to go downstairs and get my Saxa table salt and start spilling it around everywhere because we've got saltiness in the chat already. Love it. Love it. They all cheat in exactly the same way. Will. Norris has been one of the flops of the season. 1.5 kilo is worth like 45,000 pounds in cocaine. I will bow down to your superior knowledge, Polish Eddie. I haven't got a clue, but you're probably right. In fact, yeah, 1.5 kilo. As I say, it's about £3. Not £3 in cash, £3 in weight. According to, as I say, our lovely English metric system, which is very confusing because we actually use pretty much all the metric system and the old measurements as well. Yes, we still do pounds, ounces, but we do feet as well and miles per hour instead of kilometres per hour, and it's just a mess. It's just we tried to simplify it, but we decided in the end we can't be bothered, so let's just do everything. So yes, we do every single weighted measure that you can think of in the UK. Yeah, so when you go to buy a pound of spuds, the confusion is epic. Yes, because some do it as a pound, some do it as a kilo, and some do it in stone. No, they don't do it in stones, no. But you get my point. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Will F1 Gaming says, prove it. Poach says 1.5 kilo is a lot. Yes, I expect it is. It is a lot indeed. Indeed. Now, before we continue, I have to address the elephant in the room. I was going to make... Every team has been disqualified for similar things before, like the old saying, it's only cheating if you get caught. This is very true. I like that saying. Yes, it is only cheating if you get caught. Hello, 1995 Benetton. How are you doing? I can see you in the background there, winking at me in the corner, going, what? 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 I didn't do nothing, governor. No, I didn't do nothing. No, I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat in 1995. No, I was a good boy. Yes, I was a good little car. I did my job and won the championship for cheating. No, I didn't. No, anyway, don't you look at me. You go over there and look at that blue and white car. Yeah, that Williams, because they were cheating as well. And Ferrari. Yes, bloody Ferrari were cheating in 1990. So don't you just look at me. Don't you, just because I was the one that didn't get away with it, it's me material. Ferrari and Williams were also cheating in 1995. But they got away with it. I didn't, and I was vilified. And I'm very, very upset about that. Very upset indeed. Yes. Yes. So upset I even changed my name to Renault because I just couldn't take it anymore. No, I couldn't take the shame. So I said, right, that's it. I'm going to be called Renault from now on. Yes, not Benetton. You wouldn't say that if it was McLaren, says Will F1 Gaming. Hello, Alex Dowling. Welcome to the stream. He says Alpine might be sponsored by OnlyFans from next... I did see that. And it did make me chuckle. It did make me chuckle indeed. Yes. Oh my God. How lower can Alpine get, really? I understand they've got a new... I was talking to this on... Or I saw this on one of my Facebook chats. They've got a new... guy in charge, and apparently he's useless because the person I was talking to actually worked not with him, but he was in an opposing team, and he said that the bloke's absolutely useless. Alpine these days, they're like the Poundland of F1, aren't they? They're just, as long as you're cheap enough, you're in. You're in. Yes. Yes, I'm sure next year they'll probably just pick up a homeless guy, you know, off the curb and say, "Do you want to be our team boss? Do you? You can. Yeah, how much? We'll pay you £1 a day, but because we're the new Poundland. Yeah, we're going to pay you £1 a day to be our team boss. All right, you're in." It's just ridiculous, you know. And now they're going to cheapen themselves even more to be sponsored by OnlyFans. It reminds me of the team back in the day. Was it 1976? I can't remember. Where one of the F1 teams was sponsored by Durex, but I can't remember which one it was. It was a long time ago, but I definitely remember seeing the livery on the side of the car which said Durex. Yes, which made me chuckle because it would do, because I'm like that. Yes, sponsored by OnlyFans. Wowzers. Wowzers. That's going to be an absolute mess next year, isn't it, for Alpine? It really is. Absolute mess. Meh. I've been reading about Alpine, and oh my God, it's... Looking at it from the outside in, it just looks like a complete car crash. It really does, what's going on there. Nearly as bad as Audi's situation at the moment. That's turning out to be a car crash as well. I read that Sainz didn't go to Audi because he didn't like the boss who was there at that time, but then they got rid of him plus someone else, so he could have done, but unfortunately the negotiations had gone so far forward that basically Williams was his only option. So yeah, what a mess. And Audi they're in the mud right now. They really are in the mud. They've got this brand new engine which they say is on target for 2026, but of course this is the first hybrid engine that they've ever made. And they've got nothing to compare it against because it's their first engine. And obviously they're not allowed access to the other Formula One teams' engines because that's not allowed. That is not allowed whatsoever. So they really haven't got anything to base it on. So 2026 could be like when Honda returned to the... And we know how much of a disaster that was. GP2 engine, said Fernando Alonso. So it could be an absolute disaster at Audi. And they could have had Sainz as their number one driver. But he's not going because he's gone to Williams for a multi-year deal. Oh. Sorry, I had to pause there. My camera just froze. So he's gone to Williams for a multi-year deal apparently, 25, 26 and possibly beyond as well. So no chance of him going to Audi. So, you know... They're not even going to have any really front-line drivers there, are they? Which is going to be... Oh, it's a cluster. Audi and Alpine are just... They're in the mud. They're in the mud. It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Oh, let's go back a little bit. Flavio Briatore approves. Yes, I expect he did. Or does. Did I tell you that he boffed Naomi Campbell at 58 years old? Get in there, my son. Get in there. I'm still very bitter and jealous about that. I am, yes. He boffed Naomi Campbell at 58 years old, yes. Bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. But well done, sir. Well done indeed. I applaud you. I applaud you. Yes. I hasten to add, I don't know how old Naomi was at the time, but guessing roughly, I'd say she was probably in her 40s at that point, maybe late 30s. Don't know. Poe Shelley says at least Mercedes were able to get away with cheating for 8 years in a row. Yes, I like it. Accusing other teams of cheating is just a way of deflecting from your own downfall. Cough, cough. Lando Norris. Yes, didn't Lando Norris do well in that Grand Prix? Yes. No, not really. No, to be honest, he made a little mistake, lost a few places, but really didn't seem to have that ultimate pace that he's had in the previous rounds, to be honest. Didn't seem to be there for Lando. I wonder if he's getting a little bit rattled by Oscar's... Oh, sorry, let's use his full name, Oscar Jack Piastri. Yes. I wonder if he's getting a little bit rattled by Piastri now, because he seems to be doing a little bit better than him. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure. We'll have to see how that pans out. Of course McLaren will be cheating in some way. Like I say, every single F1 team does it. Not one car is ever really 100% legal once it's actually racing. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Of course, some of that could be levelled at the fact that the regulations are so strict that, you know, I mean, we're talking about 1 kilo, 1.5 kilos out is an instant disqualification. So the rules are very strict. They are strict for a reason, to try and, you know, keep out teams from cheating. But as you say, yeah, they probably are all right on the limit of, you know, of cheating every single race. It's just unfortunate at this time George Russell's car was caught out. You know, I mean, they have got a margin and they should stick to it. So they should have had that car a little bit, you know, higher in weight. And then, of course, once it was weighed, it would have been lower, but then it still would have been in the limit. That's what they should have done. They are, as I understand it, they do have a 1 kilo over limit, because don't forget, of course, it doesn't work in reverse. There's no actual penalty for being overweight. You don't get a thing for being overweight. Of course, the only thing about overweight is that, you know, it slows the car down and you're not going as fast. But there is no penalty, so you can be as overweight in the car as you like. You can be 12 kilos over. It doesn't make any difference. But of course, the car will be as slow as shit. And how I understand it is that Williams and Alpine this year are about 12 kilos overweight in their cars, which would explain Alpine's very lack of pace this year. But yeah, so as I say, there's no penalty for being overweight, so they should have had a little bit more redundancy in there than they had. So they should have been a good kilo over, and then when it came to the weigh-in, they still would have just been able, mind you, it's 1.5 kilos, so they still would have been outside that, wouldn't they, even with a kilo? So yeah, George's car was actually well underweight, unfortunately, so they wouldn't have even got away with it, even with a kilo as a buffer. I was watching Sky Sports, and there's a very good analysis there from Jolly Off Palmer, in fact, where he tells you all about it. And yeah, he said that there's a redundancy of about 1 kilo for every team that they use, so that if there is a problem, they're still in the weight limit. So to be 1.5 kilos means that George Russell's car was well too light. Now, a lot of people have said this is the reason why Lulu couldn't get past him. I don't think that's quite true. I don't think 1.5 kilos in weight would have made a difference. Lewis really wasn't that close to George to challenge him, and I don't think 1.5 kilos would have made a difference. And don't forget, of course, you've got the offset of the fact that Lewis was on fresher tyres and George's tyres were absolutely finished. So I don't think that analogy works out, you know, quite how everyone thought it would. So I don't think that was the reason. I just don't think Lewis was there on George's pace on the day. Pogetti says OnlyFans sponsor was definitely Flavio's of course. Of course. Now, of course, next year, will we have, I'd love to see this, will we have OnlyFans girls as grid girls? Are we going to see the return of the grid girls? Now they're going to be OnlyFans. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you what, I will be an avid viewer next year of Formula One if that happens. Absolutely. I say, bring back the grid girls. Make them the OnlyFans. Yes, do it. Do it. Do it, F1. Do it. You've got an ideal opportunity there to actually promote your not your product, but the OnlyFans product. It's sitting right there, right there. Just get them on the grid and bring back the pit girls and have them all with T-shirts saying OnlyFans on it. Genius idea, Dave. Genius idea. I know it is. I know it is. There it is. Talk about that for a promotion, eh? And what a way to bring back the grid girls and please the leftists who keep moaning, you know, oh, no, sexist. It's so sexist. It really is. Oh, that's why we got rid of them. No, no, no. You can't show your titties. That's why they got rid of them. Yeah, because of the lefties had to go because they said, no, no, no. It's demeaning and it's unfair to women now. That's all very well, apart from the fact that the grid girls didn't find it demeaning whatsoever. No, and they got a job out of it. Now their poor little lambs are either on the unemployment line or they're now doing OnlyFans. Yes, because that's their only income, where they could have been on the grid as grid girls. It's just ridiculous state of affairs. It really is. I don't subscribe to it. No. So yes, there you go. Marketing opportunity for you right there. Next year, bring back the grid girls and make them OnlyFans. Yes, I'd buy that for $1. Yes, fantastic. Bar says, thought Huss were the Poundland. Well, yeah, they're just as cheap, I must admit. Well, but that's obvious. They better pay a kilo a day. Yes, Poundland, where nounce a pound. Exactly. That they should be done right now under the Trades Description Act. Because if you've been to Poundland recently in the UK, you will find out to your horror, none of it's a pound. No, because of inflation and the price of everything going up. I think the minimum you can get now is £2. So why the hell is it still called Poundland? It should be called £2 Yes, £2 Change the name right now, Poundland, because you're just, no, you are not doing the job that you were set out to do, and that was everything for £1. It's not, mind you, let's face it, even when they started, it wasn't everything for £1, was it? No. There was items that were slightly higher because they used to have their own little shelf, didn't they? It says, oh, some of these items are above £1. Yes. So yes, that was not good. But now everything's £2. I used to get 2-litre bottles of Coca-Cola in Poundland for £1 back in the day, and then they went and chucked a sugar tax on Pepsi in the UK, and now it's God knows. I think it's £2.69 a bottle. £2.69 a bottle. Yes, I don't buy it anymore. I've gone sugar-free Pepsi. Yes, sugar-free. Oh my God, I'm not paying a sugar tax. You can kiss my bumhole. I still miss the days when it was £1 in Poundland. No, I must admit. Teams are always on the off illegally though. This is true. Surtees F1 team was the Durex. Thank you. I knew it was someone. Surtees F1 team was the Durex sponsored car. Shall we see if we can get it up on screen? Yes. Let's get that up on screen. Hopefully there's a picture. Yeah, there is a picture. Here we go. Ah, there it is, everyone. Let me stick myself over there a minute. There it is. Classic nostalgia welcomes the Durex-sponsored Surtees that caused an F1 TV boycott. Yes. So, an F1 TV boycott for Durex, but now OnlyFans next year, and no, that's fine. Yes. That's how crazy the world is right now. Durex-sponsored Surtees TS19 was deemed unacceptable by BBC, and ITV's infamous F1 car will join an amazing array of race and rally machinery at Shelsley Walsh anniversary celebrations for BTCC. Yes. Oh my God. Team boss John this has just made me chuckle, and I've only read one word in the middle. Team boss John Surtees had done a sponsorship deal with the London Rubber Company. That resulted in one of his cars wearing the logo of Durex condoms, which the BBC and ITV both considered to be unacceptable for daytime family viewing. Well, that's funny because they let Philip Schofield be acceptable for daytime family viewing, didn't they? But no. Back then you can't have Durex. No. No, that's naughty. That's naughty. Wow. It was raced by Alan Jones in 1976. Wowzers. Wowzers me trousers, as I like to say. There it is. The classic Durex sponsored Surtees. Look at that. Fantastic. You will never see the likes of that on the grid ever again. Wait a minute. I say that. We've got OnlyFans next year. So it'll look like that, and it'll have OF. Sorry, the car won't look like that. No, the car won't look anything like that. But the car will be a modern car, and it'll have OF probably on the side pod, I would think, and probably on the wing as well, and probably everywhere. Oh, probably everywhere for Alpine next year. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Yes. Unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable scenes. Alex Downs was the team that had Durex sponsorship, which led to no F1 on British telly throughout 1970. Oh, the outrage. The outrage, Alex. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. I say they let Philip Schofield on, but you can't have Durex branded F1 car. Oh, my God. The suits at ITV and the BBC. And the BBC! Oh, my God. Now, what a segue that is. What a segue that is to what's happened over the last couple of days, and I'm not talking about the other thing, which I don't know if I'm going to talk about. I may not, but what a segue that is, that the BBC were outraged considering the Hugh Edwards scandal that has appeared over the next. Obviously, I know there's been another story that's a lot more tragic than that, but as I say, I probably won't get to talk about that because we are on YouTube. But yes, the Hugh Edwards scandal. I understand he's pleaded guilty to what he's done, which was, I don't know, sharing images of children or whatever. I can't go any further than that. Sorry, I am on YouTube. Got to be very, very careful. But he has pleaded guilty, and hopefully he will do some jail time. It's just unbelievable that while he was off sick, he got a pay rise of £40,000. £40,000 while he was off sick. Off sick due to mental problems, which is just, it's just an easy escape route these days for when you've done something bad, that you can just, no, mental problems. Yeah, it wasn't me. I was having mental problems. It really is. And it just makes me sick to my stomach. It really does. But this £40,000 pay rise, that's basically, I don't know, about 10,000. I don't know what the average wage is these days because I haven't been in that market for a few years. But it's about, I think it's probably about 10, maybe £5,000 a year more than what the average person gets in wages. And he got that for nothing. And he was just sitting on his arse, and he got a £40,000 pay rise from the BBC, which, don't forget, is funded by the public. It's funded by you, and it is funded by me. Yes, everyone has to pay for a TV licence in the UK, with very, very little exceptions. And I'm talking tiny. Even if you're blind, as you can't see the screen, you've still got to pay for a licence. It's a special blind license, but you've still got to pay for a license. Yes. If you can't hear, you've still got to pay for a license. Yes, you get a special hearing license, but you've still got to pay for a license. Yes. It's just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy to me. And the thing that gets me is the BBC must have known this was going on. Of course they did. Just like Jimmy Savile, they knew exactly what was going on, and they decided to turn a blind eye, because this was a man that was beloved by millions. This was the man that announced the death of the Queen. And he had such high standing at the BBC and was supported by tons and tons of people at the BBC, including Emily Maitlis. Yes. Great supporter of Hugh Edwards. I bet she isn't now, but she was. And it's just crazy to me that you would have someone off sick and you'd give them a £40,000 pay rise. Now, I've been off work from sick. I didn't get a bloody thing for the first 3 days. You get nada. You don't get a penny for the first 3 days you're off sick in the UK. And then you get a reduced rate. It's just like sickness benefit, basically, for all the time you're off sick. You do not get your full wage when you're off sick whatsoever in the UK, if you're a standard worker anyway. So it's just crazy to me that he got a £40,000 pay rise from the BBC, which, as I say, is funded by everyone, because everyone has to pay the TV licence. Without except, I say, it's like about a 5% exception. There's been lots of people now that have been able to bypass paying the licence because they've managed to not watch the BBC. But it's very, very difficult because if you're just watching catch-up stuff, if any of that is capable of watching stuff from the BBC, then you've got to pay a licence. Even if you don't ever watch it from the BBC. I don't think I've watched anything from the BBC for years now. I occasionally watch the Graham Norton show if it's on and there's an interesting guest on there. But apart from that, I think that's the only thing I've watched on the BBC for absolutely years now, really. So basically, I should have a rebate on my licence because I'm paying, I can't remember what it is now, £160 a year to watch an occasional couple of episodes of Graham Norton. It's just ridiculous. It really is. Absolutely ridiculous. Norris will never win an F1 championship, says Will F1. I think you could be right. I don't think he will. I don't think he's got, I've said this before, but I don't think he's got that killer instinct. I keep forgetting to scroll this up so more messages appear on the top and bottom. Come on, Dave, sort it out. Try and be a professional YouTuber for once in your life. There you go. There you go. Right. Blimey, where'll I get to? There we go. Nor will Leclerc or Russell, says Bois, as he fights back against Will F1. I love these two, I tell you. They go at it like hammer and tongs. They really do. They go at it like hammer and tongs. Nor will Leclerc or Russell, says Bois. Doubt Audi will actually go forward with the project, to be honest. Yeah, I've been reading that, and it does look very doubtful that Audi are actually going to be there in 2026, which is going to cause a lot of confusion. I mean, if someone else is going to take over the team, they've still got a year to sort it out, but blimey. In actual fact, that's going to be an absolute cluster, just thinking about it, because Audi were going to build their own engines. So if someone comes in there, mind you, there's an easy way out of that, because they'll probably just get the engines off Mercedes, because Mercedes seem to loan out their engines willy-nilly, so that would probably sort them out as an engine supplier, but I don't know who would come in there and buy it, to be honest. Leclerc has more chance of Norris. He has balls at least, and actually knows how to win, and has the mentality to win. Blah says they are both mentally weak as each other. Fight! This reminds me of Harry Enfield. No, what's his name? I can't remember his bloody name. You know the bloke. Who would win? Who would win? Let's find out. Fight! Harry Hill, that's it. Leclerc has had a lot more to deal with in his career than Norris. Leclerc was a championship contender until Ferrari shat themselves in 2022. Norris has one lucky win due to a safety car glitch. And you rate Gasly higher than Leclerc. That says enough. Mate, 90% of this grid is total sludge. Only Max is genuinely a championship level driver at present. Sludge. It's a poor grid, but not as bad as you seem to think. It's just the bottom half that's crap. What other driver isn't sludge then? Sainz winning a consistent car, Lewis and Alonso when they aren't washed, and maybe Piastri depending on how he goes in the next season or two. Hamilton depends on the car. Alonso was brilliant in the first 5 races and 2 or 3 other races. He's only had 3 mer races to be honest. The car hasn't been great. As a leftist, we don't give 2 tosses about the grid girls. F1 just done it for good PR arse, well, like cutting costs given the obsession with milking cash. I understand. But as an admirer of the female form, let's put it that way. You know, as an admirer of the female form, I was very, very sad to see the grid girls go. In fact, I was crying in my porridge for days afterwards because I was like, oh. So yes, I was sad. There you go. Hamilton just does nothing when the car isn't competitive. What about Leclerc? Blame the Tories for nothing being a pound. I knew you'd get that in. Yes, I am a Tory. Yes, I am. Yes. But in the case of being right or left, on my right scale, I'm probably about a 9. 9, yes. That's not too bad. I'm still within the limits. He's okay. He's good, okay in his day, nothing more. Never will be a champion, though. That ship sailed in 2022. That was more on Ferrari, to be honest. What about Gasly, then? Leclerc made a ton of mistakes that season. He's not a championship-worthy driver. Gasly is decent, nothing amazing, though. I can think of 3. Time to talk about Mr. Edwards. Hugh will fix it for you. Oh, God. I like that. That's a good segue, actually. Yes. Fix it for you, of course, referencing Jimmy Savile, who was another PDF file. That's how they call it now on YouTube to get away with it. He's another PDF file who was notorious throughout the 60s, 70s, 80s, possibly 90s as well. I'm not quite sure, but yes, if anyone doesn't know about, I don't think anyone on the planet doesn't know about Jimmy Savile, to be honest, because he was quite prolific. Bar says he needs H star G. Yes, I understand, and I agree. The licence fee is a scam. Yes, it's basically just a dressed up form of tax. Hugh is the reason why the... Yes, I agree. I'm the only viewer left. Boring, boy. Goodbye, Hookster. Oh, are you all going? Oh, okay then. Bye. Bye, everyone. That's it. That's it. Right, let's have a look at the story that I put on as the thumbnail, which is that Jonathan Wheatley is leaving Red Bull. He's been there for a very long time, 18 years, I do believe. So Jonathan Wheatley to leave Red Bull and become Audi's new F1 team principal. Jonathan Wheatley will leave his role as Red Bull sporting director to become team principal of the Audi F1 team, if they're still going to be a team in 2026. Wheatley has become a significant senior figure during the nearly 2 decades of the organisation and played a key role in winning 13 World Championships. It has been a long and successful relationship with Jonathan over 18 years, said Red Bull boss Christian Horner. His contribution to 6 World Constructors titles and 7 World Drivers' Championship, first as team manager and latterly sporting director, will forever be a marker in our team history. Red Bull say Wheatley will remain in position until the end of 2024 season before entering a period of gardening leave. I love that. Gardening leave in 2025. Everyone at Oracle Red Bull Racing wish him all the best in his new role. I'd like to place our thanks on Jonathan. Yeah, so he has been there a long time. This is another sort of now in the coffin, as I've said recently, against Red Bull. They're losing some very key personnel, and I think this is going to affect them in the intervening years. I still say they're going to be fine for this year and possibly next year as well, but from 2026 It looks a little bit dodgy for Red Bull, I have to admit. It looks a little bit dodgy. Right, time to talk about Red Bull imploding. I'm going, LOL. No, don't go. Look. Will. I'll give you a free wave from TB if you stay. Look, there he is. TB the bear. TB the bear. TB the bear. What's that you say? Things are so bad you've had to start bribing your viewers. Well, you should just call me Mr. Beast Part 2. First blow, give way to the car behind you when you can. Yes, yes indeed. Right, okay, so that I believe is all the Formula 1 news. We've had Red Bull exploding. We've had everything else. Of course, do I talk about this? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure if I should talk about this, to be honest. Maybe not. Maybe not. Shall we do the quiz? And finish off. How long have we been on there? Oh, 46 minutes. That's been a long time, actually. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Second blow, ease off and let the car behind you past. Right, here we go then. Anybody who wants to join on the quiz, feel free to do so. The rules are you can use Google because I can't police you. Oh, hang on a minute. Something's going beep beep. Hang on, I'll be back. Probably the Viagra timer. Oh. Oh. Here I am. Oh, my camera's. Yeah, everyone spam the chat with insults. Dave is a spanner. Well, we know that. What's this? Dr. Disrespect for the also. Oh, God. Have you seen the YouTube drama that's been going on these past couple of weeks? I tell you, I honestly feel ashamed to upload videos to YouTube these days because I'm just like, what the hell is going on? It's just ridiculous. It just really is ridiculous. David's a spanner. Yes, he is. Boogie for the Aussies. Oh, Boogie 2988. Wowzers. Wowzers. I've been watching that the past couple of weeks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She twisted my nipples. Ah, that was just so fake. It was unbelievable. And people were buying into that, thinking it was actually real. It's just, oh wowzers! It was just so fake. It was just a load of sad tossers doing a podcast of total irrelevance, thinking they could just draw the punters in, which they did for about a week, and now it's just sunk without a trace again because it was just so fake and false. It was unbelievable, and they actually thought we'd buy into it and think, oh, unbelievable, really is. Anyway, let's do the quiz before I start talking about more serious matters, which I don't really want to talk about. '50s, '60s, '70s, '80s or '90s? Let me know in the chat what you want. 90s. Okay, 325. The only problem, Boar, is that I think you're the only one left. Yes, that's the only problem. If anyone else wants to join the quiz, can you drop me a message in the chat right now? Because I'm not going to run this quiz just for one person, obviously. So if anyone else wants to do the quiz, please let me know in the chat right now. Leave me a message. As I say, it's pointless doing it for one person. You were born before any of those decades. This is true. This is true. This is true. Time for Indie 2000 Part 3. Let me get my beer bottle to throw in the chat in protest. Anyone? It is a bit like that. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think everyone's deserted me and gone. I think Will's left in a huff because he says I'm going. He said goodbye, Hookster. And I think everyone else has disappeared. Anyone? Will? He's not there, mate. I think he's gone. I think he's gone. I feel like I should be playing sad violin music in the background right now. The day the stream died. Discuss about Damon Hill in 1999 whilst we wait. Well, what can you say about Damon Hill in 1999? Don't forget, that wasn't his fault. It was the tyres. It was, yes, he couldn't get to grips with... Excuse the pun. He couldn't get to grips with those groove tyres. Yes. And that's why he did so shit. Yes. Heinz Harold Fredson looking at him from the corner going, excuse me, mate. Excuse me. I don't find this car to be shit. No. Maybe it's because you're shit. Maybe you always were shit, but because you were in the best car, it didn't show as much. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was. Yes. Maybe I should do a seance. Is there anyone there? Knock once for yes, twice for no. Oh dear. I think we're on our own, Mr. Bois. I think we're on our own. There's no one else here. Hookster Talks has finally exploded into dust and there's nothing left. No. It's all over. Maybe it was the fact he was 75 by then. Yes, quite possibly. He was old because he started in motorcycle racing, didn't he? So by the time he got to Formula 1, he was in his early 30s anyway, wasn't he? 34, I think, when he started. So yeah, he was knocking on a bit. Knocking on a bit. Well, Mr. Barr, we've got 5 minutes until I've done an hour stream, so I'll keep going until the hour's gone, and then we'll have to wrap it up because everyone's deserted me. Yes, everyone's deserted me. Still time for you then. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Wowzers. This feels like the school sports stage. Remember back in the day when you used to get picked for teams and everyone's going along and picking all the best members of the teams and you're still sitting there on the bench and then you don't get picked and then they're still picking and you're still not getting picked and then you're the last person sitting on the bench. The last person on the bench, and someone comes up and goes, suppose we better have Dave then. And, you know, it's just, your heart just drops to your stomach and you're like, oh God. Oh God. That's how I'm feeling right now. So sad, so sad. It's a sad, sad situation. Yes, it is a sad, sad situation. Oh my goodness. How could it come to this? I was so popular once, so popular, and now it's all gone to shit. It's all gone to shit. Yes. Yes. It's all gone. I've got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Unbelievable. That sounds like real life experience, Dave. Yes, that is. I should have that written up on my wall behind me. Yes. So sad. So sad. It's a sad, sad situation. It really is. It really is. In fact, I don't think it's ever reckon PSL will drop in. Yeah, not likely. He never speaks to me anymore, even though I made him YouTube famous. Can't be bothered because I work for the race and I'm not allowing Riff Raff to talk to me anymore. Riff Raff. Yes, that's what you are, Hookster. Riff Raff. Don't allow it, so go away, you sad, sad, sad little man. Sad little man. You sad act. You absolute sad act. God. It's probably what he says. It's probably what he says, you know. Because I send him messages now and again. He never answers them, but he probably looks at them and goes, oh, look, it's that sad, sad, sad little man. Oh, did I tell you that I work for the race? Yes, I work for the race. Yes, that's a YouTube channel with over 1 million subscribers. How many subscribers have you got, Hookster? Sorry, what was that? What was that? Say that again. Say that again so I can stop myself from laughing. Was that 1.8? 1.8. Is 1.87. I'm just looking at it right now. 1,000.87 million. No, I don't think it's that much, Hookster. No. 1.87k. Is that what you've got? Did I tell you I work for the race? And yes, I've got over 1 million subscribers. Yes, million. Yes, because everybody loves us at the race. Don't you know? Don't you know? Everybody loves us. Yes. Joke's on him. He's from the tip that's Luton. Yes. Tip that's Luton. Oh my God. I have to admit, I don't think this has ever happened before. Usually I have to say to everyone, okay, I'm going now. Thanks for everyone and goodbye. And there's usually like 6 or 7 people still left when I say good, but everyone's gone apart from me and you. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Oh God. I'm slowly descending to madness now. Josh's stream in the summer break won't flop like this. No, I bet it won't. I bet it won't. Wowzers. Wowzers. I've never seen a stream deteriorate this fast. I have to be honest. Yes. I'm probably going to go away in a moment and cry. Literally, like, real tears are going to come out. I swear. Because this has never happened before. Yes. That's what I say to most of the women the next morning. This has never happened before. No. Well, there you go. We have done 1 hour of streaming. And in the words of that famous Thunderbirds episode, it's going to be a great disaster. And it has been. And look at that. I've just hurt myself as well. God knows how I did that, but I'm bleeding. TB, I'm bleeding, TB. Look, I'm bleeding. Come, suck it up, TB. Oh, that's better. Oh, you lovely little bear. Yes. Oh. Lovely. Did you like that? You did, didn't you? Now, we've got a little problem, TB. Basically, everyone's deserted us. And there's just me and Bra and you. But people say you're not even real. I know, right? I know. And they say I'm just sitting here talking to a bloody bit of fur. Which, I know, it's outrageous. I understand. But that's what people say. So it's only really me and Bra who are the real people here. I know. It's ridiculous. What can we do to bring the punters in? What's that? Get naked. Oh, God. That's... I don't even think YouTube has a terms of service that would cover me getting naked on YouTube. No. I think that would qualify as instant disqualification from YouTube. Yes, we can't... You're all right. You're already naked. Look, he's already naked, but he's a bear and he's got lots of fur to cover up his little pee-pee. Can you see his little pee? It's there. Honestly, it's there. Little pee-pee. There's your little pee-pee. How long before the F1 2001 video? I've no idea. I have recorded it, but I haven't even started editing it yet. So it'll be out at some point, hopefully. And also, which drive did you use? I honestly can't remember. Blimey. You see it? I think it's on the computer. I think it is. Let me fill the screen a minute so you can't see what my computer's doing. Did. 100% race 2001. There it is. Yeah, exclusive peek. I'm gonna do a freeze. If I do that, you'll see who it is. La. Hang on. I can cover it with my camera. Here we go. Exclusive peek F1 2001. Here it is. Can you guess who the driver is? So I'm covering over the right hand side of the screen because that tells you who the driver is. So I'm just going to give you this much. Here we go. I can't go down. Can I? No. I'll go down a little bit more. There you go. That's as far down as I can go. That's who the driver is for F1 2001. Yes. As you can see, 71 laps. I don't know where I did it. Did I do it at the A1 ring? I don't know. I can't remember. Possibly, but there it is. Can you guess who it is? Can you guess who it is? Will's come back. Unbelievable. TB isn't real. Oh, for fuck's sake, you turn up. Too late. What do you mean it's too late? Can't have a quiz now. It's been over an hour. Oh, well. You done Coulthard and Butler in your last two ones. Yes. Right. Hi, you guys, and welcome back to the Rolling Yorkshireman. Eddie Irvine. Yes. It's Irv the Swerve. Austrian Grand Prix. At Austria, so you can get it done quicker. Yes, you're correct. You got it done. Yes. Bertie, says Jason Ely. Well done. Hello, Jason. Unfortunately, not. It was Irv the Swerve. Is that Alonso? No, it's Irv the Swerve. Right, Willie's here, so sneak a quiz in quickly. Right, okay. There some people have come back. I don't know what happened there. Perhaps there was some kind of satellite delay, but I was literally crying in my Wheat Krispies. Yes. So let's do the quiz quickly before everyone disappears again. It's Polish Eddie Irvine. Yes, Polish Eddie Irvine. Right, quickly. 1990s. 325. That's the page number. Not my intelligence level. Because that would be stupid. Right, let's go to the next page. Right, here we go. 10 questions, as always. And yes, feel free to use Google because I can't actually police it. So feel free to use Google. I'm going to write down Bois. And I'm going to put Will down because he might play. So Bois and Will. Anyone else who wants to play, please feel free. If you answer the first question, you will get included as being in the quiz. Because that's the rules. Right, here we go. You cry in your cereal anyway, Dave. Everyone's just turned back up at once. Yes, they have. Right, here we go then. Now, this is a very topical question. Very topical question. Question number 1. These are all 1990s, don't forget. Who was disqualified for having an underweight car after finishing 16th in the 1990 French Grand Prix? Was it A, Ayrton Senna, B, John Alesi, or C, Andre de Cesaris? Who was disqualified for having an underweight car after finishing 16th in the 1990 French Grand Prix? Ayrton Senna, John Alesi, or Andre de Cesaris? Answers on page 326, which is there. Jason says C. He was the first one in with C, but unfortunately that wasn't the correct answer. Alesi says Bois. That wasn't the correct answer. That wasn't the correct answer either. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Bois got it wrong. Will F1 Gaming says De Cesaris, and he's correct. Oh, shock, horror, shock, horror. Will's on the board already. He's got a point. Yes, well done. All right, Jason, you're in the quiz. Yes, that's the rules. If you answer a question, you're in the quiz. So you've got nothing at the moment. Polish Eddie's in the quiz as well. You're in, Eddie. They're the rules. So no points for Eddie as well. So yes, well done, Will. You got a point. Wowzers. I'm actually very shocked. I'm actually very shocked. Right. Question number 2. Who won that race? That is, of course, the 1990 French Grand Prix. Was it A, Alain Prost, B, Ayrton Senna, or C, John Alesi? Who won the race? Prost, Senna, or Alesi? 1990 French Grand Prix. Just waiting for the answers to come in. Don't forget, as I've said in previous episodes, you may think you've had the answer in time, but due to the way the internet works, it may not come up as the first option on the screen. That is why you look at the screen that I've got on the screen right now, and that tells you exactly what I'm seeing in the chat. So which could be different to your chat because, as I say, depending on where you are in the country or in other countries, it may appear in different places. That's why I put this chat on the screen so you can clearly see what I'm seeing, and that's what I've got to go as, is the first answer that I can see on my screen. Right. Shut up, Dave. Get on with the answer. Right. Who won the race? Bra says a Lacey. That was not the right answer. No, wait. I'm doing it wrong. Decrasheris. Right. He says Senna. That was still not the right answer. Will says Prost. Yes. Well done, Will. You have another point on the board. What is going on here? He says Prost, Polish, and he said Prost. Well done. Yes, you got it. And Bra says Prost. Well done, but not within the time. Yes. Bra also said Senna, and I'm 2 down, says Bra. I know you are. I know. I knew it's Prost. Wowzers. Wowzers. Shock horror. Could Maxi Boy Verstappen be up against the ropes here? Question 3. Who partnered? I've lost. Don't give up so easily. Don't forget, of course, if, one person gets way up into the lead, I will be given a 5 bonus point lag bonus. But at the moment, I don't think I should because everyone seems to be pretty much lag free at the moment because these answers are coming in pretty much how they should be in order with just a slight delay, obviously, because everyone's typing at a different time. But actual lag, I can't see much tonight. Right, we will continue. Who finished second in that race in 1990? Was it A, Satoru Nakajima, John Alesi, or Alain Prost? Who finished second in the 1990 first round of the championship? Was it Satoru Nakajima, John Alesi, or Alain Prost? No, hang on a minute. Sorry, scrub that question. I got it wrong. I was on the wrong page. Sorry. Scrub that question. Scrub that question. My mistake. I was on, because the answers are on a different page. And I was reading off that page. Sorry, my mistake. Yes, scrub all that off. Scrub that question off. I'll ignore all the answers. I'm going to ignore all the answers. Sorry, that was my mistake. Wrong page. Right. We're still looking at the 1990 French Grand Prix for clarity. Okay? We know who won the race. It was Alain Prost. So the next question is, in which car was he driving? Was it A, Williams, B, McLaren, or C, Ferrari? Williams, McLaren, or Ferrari? Which was the car Prost was driving in the 1990 French Grand Prix? Sorry about that. I got the questions around the wrong way. Bra says Miley's taking longer to send. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Bra says Ferrari. He's the first one with the correct answer. It was indeed Ferrari. Yes, well done to Will. He got Ferrari. And Polish Eddie got Ferrari as well. And Jason Eddie got Ferrari. Well done to all of you there. Got the right answer. But unfortunately, as you can see on the board, Bra was the first one. So, question number 4. What was the significance of this victory? Was it A, the 40th Grand Prix win? B, it was Ferrari's 100th Grand Prix win? Or C, it was Ron Dennis's birthday? So what was the significance of the victory? It was his 40th Grand Prix win, it was Ferrari's 100th Grand Prix win, or it was Ron Dennis's birthday? Oh, interesting. Right, I've got to wait a minute for the answers. I understand, Eddie. Yeah, there is always a lag, as I say. That's due to the way the internet works, unfortunately. So, as I say, it's just a quiz for fun. So do the best you can. Do the best you can, and there we go. If someone does get a huge advantage, we will go for a lag 5-point bonus. But at the moment, we're all doing pretty well. All doing pretty well. Right, I had to wait there for a little moment because the first answers were incorrect. And if I'd have said that straight away, you would have automatically gone for the next set and got it right. So, yes, Bra said 40th win. That was incorrect, and so was Will F1 Gaming. The answer was, in fact, it was Ferrari's 100th Grand Prix. And the first one to get that on my screen is Bra. Well done to Bra. Polish Eddie, well done as well. You got 100. And so did Will F1 Gaming. Ron's birthday, said Polish Eddie. I think we're all lagging. There you go. You're all lagging now. Well, you're doing all right. Scores on the doors so far. Bra with 2, Will with 2, Jason with 0, and Eddie with 0. Right. Question number 5. Which driver notched up his 200th Grand Prix at Silverstone in 1990? Was it A. Alain Prost, B. Derek Warwick, or C. Riccardo Patrese? Which driver notched up his 200th Grand Prix at Silverstone in 1990? Alain Prost, Derek Warwick, or Riccardo Patrese? Once again, I'll wait for the answers to come in before I answer them. Right, all the answers are in, and the answer was Riccardo Patrese. And the first one on my screen is Will F1 Gaming. Well done to Will. Bra got it. No, Bra didn't get it. He's got Prost. And then Warwick. Jason Neely's got Warwick. Then he's got Patrese. Well done, Bra. You did get it in the end, but you know, you did go for all 3 options. Polish Eddie says Patrese, well done, you got it as well. Yeah, Will has that. Patrese did 257 races and retired at the end of 1993. There you go, a little bit of extra info for you there. That's why I guessed him straight away. There you go. There you go. Right, question number 6. We're at the halfway point of the quiz. Bra has 2, Will has 3, Jason has 0, Eddie has 0. What is his nationality? This is Riccardo Patrese. Is he Brazilian, Italian, or Mexican? What is his nationality? Brazilian, Italian, or Mexican? No worry, Eddie. Catch you later, mate. Thanks. Well, this is actually the last Hookster Talks for the summer break. So if I catch you again, I'll catch you at the end of the month. 23rd of August is the next round, I think. So I shall be around about then. So I'll catch you then. The delay is ridiculous. Yeah, it is. Right. Okay. I think everyone's in there. Yes, everyone is in. And the answer is He is Italian. Italian. It's Riccardo Patrese. And Will F1 Gaming is the first one on my screen. Italy says, well, you're also correct. And so is Jason Ely. Italy, these are just easy questions for me. Oh, I've lost. You haven't lost yet. Will has 4. You still have 2. Jason has 0. Eddie has 0. And in fact, Eddie has now departed the stream. So we'll put a 0 for Eddie because he's not going to get any points now before the Ed. I've reset my YouTube app. Okay. We'll give you... See what that does. Okay. We'll give you 30 seconds before I do the next question. 30 seconds. Right, that's enough. Question 7. Which branding did Lotus carry in 1990? Was it A, JPS, B, United Colours of Benetton, or C, Camel? Which branding did Lotus carry in 1990? JPS, United Colours of Benetton, or Camel? Well, it looks like resetting the YouTube app may have done it for Mr. Bois because he has got the correct answer with Camel. He's now resurgently coming from the back like a McLaren on a good day. Yes, you are correct. You got the first answer there. It is Camel. Well done to Will for getting it as well. So, this could get tight towards the last few questions if his lag's now been sorted out. Right. Question 8. How many British drivers took part in the 1990 British Grand Prix? Was it 3, 4 or 5? How many British drivers took part in the 1990 British Grand Prix? 3, 4 or 5? The last season of that brand delivery. Thank you, Will. Right, the answer was 3, and Will has got it because we've got nothing from Bar. I don't know what's happening. Don't know whether his YouTube's actually crashed completely, but yes, Will has got it. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 for Bar. 2 more questions left. 2 more questions left. Where did the best placed Brit finish in the race? Was it A, none finished, B, third, or C, fourth? Where did the best placed Brit finish in the race? None finished, third, or fourth? Interesting. Thank you, Jason, for third. I think that was the correct answer, wasn't it? Yes, it was. That was the correct answer, Jason. Okay, I don't know what's happened to Bois. I think he may have crashed and burned in that McLaren. He may actually be in the wall on fire right now because he hasn't come back for a few questions. So we're going to have to give it to Will because he's got none finished, and that is the correct answer. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to Will, and I can't do a bonus question because otherwise, if Bois gets it, he'll overtake Will, and that's not fair. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. So I'm afraid I can't do a lag question. So we go into the final question, which is which Japanese driver finished 6th in Britain? Was it Agiri Suzuki, Satoru Nakajima, or Toshio Suzuki? Which Japanese driver finished 6th in Britain? Agiri Suzuki, Satoru Nakajima, or Toshio Suzuki? Okay. Oh dear, says Will. Okay, the answer was, for the last question, it was Suzuki. So well done to Will F1 Gaming, and thank you as also to Jason as well. So there you go. That is the end of the quiz. I don't know what's happened to Bois. I think he's got lost in some kind of time tunnel somewhere and he's disappeared. I don't know, but he's gone. He's completely gone. Don't know what's happened. Maybe he got called away for sibling duties. I don't know. But anyway, there you go. That's the end of the quiz. Thanks so much for playing, everyone. Will got it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Bois was in second place with 3 points. Jason scored 0, and so did Eddie. Anyway, thanks so much for playing, everyone. Just a little bit of fun to end the stream with. So there you go. Thanks to me and Mr. TB the Bear. Yes, everyone's favourite bear. Thanks to everyone who joined me in the chat tonight too. Now we all know what happens when I don't have a big delay. Yes. Yes, indeedy. Right, here we go then. Thanks to everyone in the chat tonight, to Will, to Jason, Ely as well, and to Bois. Let's see if Polish Eddie was in there as well. Thank you, Eddie. Just going up now, see what else we can get. Alex Dowling, thank you for being in the chat tonight, Alex. And who else did we have? Oh, and it's let me go right to the top. Plynor Plessy was in there right at the beginning, and so was Champ92 as well. So thank you to everyone who has joined me. You're all awesome as always. And this is the last, as I say, Hookster Talks for the summer break. I'm going to take a little break myself from streaming every Thursday, which I say I have done since the season has started. So I'm going to recharge the batteries a little bit before we start all the madness again for the second half of the season. And that'll be it. Yes, so just scroll back down. TB, yes, TB's still naked, and in this weather, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Anyway, thank you, everyone. You have been awesome, as always. As I say, this is the last one now, so please don't send me messages next Thursday and say, where are you? Where are you, Hookster? Hookster? Where's your blood? Okay, this is the last one for the summer break, okay? I will be back the 23rd of August, I think, is the next Grand Prix, so I shall be back on the closest Thursday to the 23rd. I don't know when that is, but the closest Thursday I'll be back where the madness will start again. So it's only going to be, I don't know, 2-week break, something like that. Yeah, it's not going to be very long, is it? Because as I say, it's the 1st of August today. Anyway, thank you everyone. You have been awesome as always. I will, during the summer break, be doing a few live streams as well, so catch up on for them, but they will be gaming live streams, not actual ones like this. So I should be playing a few games, yes, which may be of interest during these hot summer months or weeks, I should say. So look out for that. 22nd of August, there you go. That's when Formula 1 is back, and I shall be back on the nearest, closest Thursday to that time. So as I say, it's not very long at all. Not very long at all. Just over 2 weeks, in fact, and then I'll be back. So thank you, everyone. I will catch you later. You've been awesome as always. For me And Mr. TB the Bear. ERL. Yes, ERL. ERL's still about. We've got last race on Monday. Then we're going to ourselves have a fortnight break. So we're going to have 2 breaks. Oh my goodness. There's going to be no Hookster for about 2 weeks solid. Apart from the all seasons. Yes. What do you mean? Thank God for that. What do you mean, thank God for that? Everyone out there loves me. No, they don't. They're just pretending. Dom's a bottle job. Yes, he has. How has he bottled? I don't know. I don't know. He's 35 points ahead. How on earth can you bottle a 35-point lead? Unbelievable scenes. It wouldn't be so bad if he was like, didn't finish or crashed out. But on those other races, he still came second. And he still bottled it. He lost 30. He's lost 30 odd points because I think Joe's 4 points ahead. Unbelievable scenes. Bloody Canadians. What can you expect? What can you expect? Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. You've also been awesome as always. And yes, I will catch you on round about the 22nd of August. Have a good summer, everyone, if you're going off on holiday or whatever during the summer, because I know the kids are off or whatever. So have a good holiday if you're going somewhere. And I will see you again in a few weeks. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be, will be. What was that other one? Someday with the White Cliffs. I can't remember you stayed that one. That's 39 points. Oh, 39 points, was it? Yeah. And he bottled it. He bottled it. Absolutely bottled it. Bottle job. But then again, typical Canadian. Typical Canadian, yes. Can't get anything right. Just look at Lance. Just look at Lance. Anyway, that's it. Thanks, everyone. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you. And